I want to make this quick video to explain what Sustainmeds does and how we can help. So on a very basic level, Sustainmeds is an organization dedicated to reducing people's prescription drug prices. Now, there are a variety of reasons why a drug might be expensive. It could be that your insurance does not cover it. It could be that you've got a big deductible that needs to be met. Maybe you have Medicare and you're in the coverage gap, or the donut hole, some people call it. Or maybe you just have a good old-fashioned high copay and nothing else. Now, what makes us different from other companies is that we will do anything to get your drug prices down. We use a variety of techniques to get your prescription drug prices down. What might work for one type of issue may not work for something else. So one common company that people go to for help, let's say, is GoodRx. And GoodRx is definitely helpful in certain situations where you've got a generic, where you're being overcharged at your pharmacy because they're overcharging you, or the insurance is overcharging you. And then you can just print out these coupons and it'll reduce your price. It's typically useful for drugs, let's say, that are between $10 and $30 a month. Let's say your pharmacy is charging you $30 a month, but it really only costs $8. Well, you can print out the coupon and that'll fix that problem. But what would happen if you've got an expensive brand drug that costs $500? Maybe the discount will take $50 off, but you're still left with several $100s in copay. That's where a different technique would be called for in order to reduce a price. Maybe we can get it covered by your insurance if it's not covered. Maybe it was denied. Your doctor had requested and it was denied. We can help you get it overturned on appeal. If it's just a high copay or deductible, we might be able to use a different technique to get that reduced. We could negotiate directly with your insurance company to reduce your copay, for example. So we use all the techniques that are available. And the other advantage to using us is that we are 100% on your side. There are lots of other programs, either through pharmaceutical manufacturers or through your insurance company or other companies. The issue with them, and you may have personally dealt with this, is that they all have some interest that is not aligned with yours. So a pharmaceutical company, their job is to extract as much value out of you as possible. Unfortunately, same with the insurance companies. Those people that you actually pay to get your prices reduced are often the ones that you're using those GoodRx coupons for. They're the ones that are saying that it's way more expensive than it actually costs. They're not actually reducing the prices these days. They're just taking your premium and then charging you more for the privilege of it. So we can definitely get those situations taken care of, but they often will have programs to try to help reduce costs. But I'll give you an example here. Express Scripts, which is one of the largest PBMs, I believe it is the largest pharmacy benefits manager, which some people would call insurance. It's a little bit different. They have drugs that actually cost $30 if you buy it cash, but they will say it costs $800 or $1,000 plus. And I can't tell you how many times we've run into people with that specific insurance where they're just being completely ripped off on these generics. It's not the pharmaceutical companies that are doing it, it's them. It's Express Scripts charging $800 for something that should be $30. But they just assume that since they're the insurance company and they're paying them and they're the biggest and they're the best, quote unquote, that they're going to get the lowest price. You can't, unfortunately, these days assume that you're getting the lowest price. So when you contact us, you're always going to get the 100% facts and truth about the situation. If there's nothing that we can do, then there's nothing we can do, but at least you know that that is really the answer. Whereas some people have gone bankrupt. Some of our customers have previously gone bankrupt on, let's say, cancer treatment or other expensive drugs, where they really didn't have to, and they were deceived by other parties into paying more. So with Sustainmeds, 100% on your side. Now, working with us is very simple. If you have an expensive drug, all we really need is some basic information. Who you are, what kind of insurance do you have, and what drugs they need, and the best way to contact, what drugs you need help with, and the best way to contact you. If you go on our website, fill out our contact form, just tell us the best way to contact you, what medicines you take, and what type of insurance you have. Depending on what type of insurance you have, the techniques could be a little bit different. So if you give us this information, we'll research your case and we'll get back to you. And in some cases, we may not be able to help you on that specific drug, but we might find something else that we can save you money. And it's all going back to the same place. If you've got a drug that's $100 a month, if we can save you $100 a month somewhere else, then we've effectively negated the cost of that drug. So the more information that you give us, the more likely we'll be able to find something to help. But that's basically all we do at Sustainmeds. We look for different ways to reduce your costs, and that's it. And we really don't care about any other interests. If it costs the insurance a lot of money, we don't care. If a manufacturer misses out on money, we don't care. We're 100% dedicated to achieving you the 100% maximum savings, and that's a guarantee. So I hope you found this somewhat helpful. I'll probably come back here and make a more spruced up version of this. But if you've got something expensive, feel free to contact us. Go to sustainmeds.com, fill out the contact form, and we'll get back to you shortly and we'll figure out what we can do to help you. If you have any questions, leave them below. If not, I'll see you around.